I'd worked for the Heinard family for 10 years as their all-around house manager, pulling in $50,000 a month. The first thing Lori Heinard's fiancé did after walking through the door, Lori being the heir to the Heinard group, was put me in my place. A housekeeper making 50 grand? What did you do? Put a spell on these people. Starting today, your salary drops to 3,000. You handle cleaning only. Everything else is none of your business. The Heinard family said nothing. They just let her go at me. I didn't argue. I smiled and signed the pay cut agreement. A few days later, the Heinard household completely fell apart. Lori's mother, Mrs. Heinard, had a depressive episode without my bedtime aromatherapy sessions and trashed the living room. Lori's father, Mr. Heinard, skipped the specialized meal plan I'd been managing for his gout and ended up in the emergency room. Lori's international video conference fell apart without me doing live interpretation, and he tanked a deal worth tens of millions. His fiancé came at me, furious. Why did you stop doing your job? I held up the agreement. A $3,000 cleaner clocks out when the floors are done. A stack of financial statements hit the table with a dull thud. Brina, I went through the Heinard family's old accounts. You're a housekeeper pulling $50,000 a month. Do you think that makes any sense from a market standpoint? I looked up. Lori's fiancé, Anita Jones, stood with her arms crossed, eyes fixed on me. Rumor had it she had a master's from Cambridge and was a high-level finance executive. I hadn't expected her first move in the Heinard household to be going after me. Miss Anita, my salary was set 10 years ago by Lori's grandfather himself. That $50,000 covers everything I do as a full-service house manager. I kept my voice even. Full-service house manager. Anita let out a sharp laugh. You mean a fancy maid, pouring water, sweeping floors, cooking meals? You could hire someone off the street for $3,000 and get the same thing. So what exactly justifies 50? I didn't respond to her. I turned to Lori instead. Lori, is this what you want too? Lori locked his phone screen and looked away. Brina, Anita and I are getting married next month. She'll be the lady of this house, and it makes sense for her to take over managing things. The business hasn't been doing great lately, and the household expenses are high. I hope you can be understanding. Mrs. Heinard blew a bit of powder off her nails, unhurried. That's right, Brina. You've been with us for 10 years. We've always thought of you as family. Let's not make this about money. You're a woman on your own out there. 50,000 really is too much. Mr. Heinard set down his coffee cup. Brina, young people need to be grateful. The Heinard family gave you a roof over your head. You can't just think about the paycheck. 3,000 isn't bad. There are plenty of college graduates out there who don't even make that. I looked at the people I'd spent 10 years serving. Something cold settled in my chest. Henry Heinard had only been gone 6 months, and they were already this eager to push me out. Fine. I nodded. Anita blinked. She hadn't expected me to agree so easily. She'd had a whole speech ready. Every sharp word stuck in her throat. Bring me the pay cut agreement. I'll sign it. Anita pulled out a document. Read it carefully. Starting today, your salary is 3,000. You handle cleaning only. Anything else is not your concern. I picked up the pen and signed without hesitation. Lori's brow furrowed slightly. Brina, Anita has a background in finance. She's applying forward-thinking principles to optimize how this household runs. Don't be resistant about it. I almost laughed. Lori, so forward-thinking means paying someone 3,000 to do the work worth 50? That's a distortion. Lori's voice rose. Anita calls it cost optimization. You were making 50,000 because no one in this house knew enough to keep tabs on you. You exploited that. I didn't reply. I turned to look at Mr. Heinard instead. Gout had drained the color from his face. Brina, don't get worked up. Mr. Heinard spoke first. Lori has an international video conference tonight. There's a financing deal worth tens of millions on the line. Get the interpretation done first. We can sort out the rest later. I pointed to